How have you been doing since I met you in the last 2 weeks?
In grand, I'm down another couple of pounds. I'm down 22 pounds in total. I've said it to you a few times, and I don't know how other people feel. But what I feel about it is it's very, very, very straightforward. There's no thinking, there's no weighing, there's no measuring, it's get up in the morning, off you go. Don't even think about it. Actually, you know what's the maddest one of all? Of the changes from before the program to now. Food is in its proper place. Before it was almost an obsession. It was like I'm going to Dublin, where will I stop? What filling station will I stop at? I'm going to be at the meeting in an hour's time to safer to stop now and get a coffee and a cake and some sweets in case I get hungry. Imagine, in case I get hungry in the next hour. My belt is hanging on for dear life. It's into the furthest in notch, and it's getting a bit loose. Last week now, I was having to keep hitch up my jeans all the time. So I'd say another couple of weeks, the belt will get the road, and I'll have to invest in a new one. Oh, geez, I'm going to a wedding in a month's time. Nephew's getting married, so I bought a new suit. It was gas trying it on. It was one of the first times I could really see the weight gone. We put on a jacket that was actually a really good fit. But she was kind of gobsmacked. You know how slim I looked in the new suit. I put on the suit was lovely now. It was really nice because you suddenly I was looking at myself because I've always been big and broad, and suddenly you're saying, "Christ, don't you're actually slim." It's kind of mad because um, the way in the some of the audios, it's visualize the way you want to look and visualize the number on the scales. When I started, I used to say 18 stone, and I didn't really think I'd see 18 stone. So I've been 18 stone all last week, and suddenly like the weight is coming down and down, and suddenly you're saying, "Oh, holy, they're visualizing a better number." And like I was saying, 17 stone 6, and I was saying to myself one evening, had I visualized that at the start, I'd have said you're off the trolley, you know,
Yeah.
So like it's a huge step forward. Um, 3 or 4 years ago, when I was diagnosed with diabetes first, I lost a lot of weight. Got down to 18 stone 2 or 3. But it was fucking nuts. It was bonkers. It was fasting. The hardship misery version now. Uh, for 36 hours at a time. But it was pure misery hardship stuff. Like this is falling into just normal everyday life.
Yeah. It's control, right?
You
You're in
know.
control. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you started the program, like what was your priority and how do you think the program might have helped you in terms of achieving what you wanted to achieve?
Like the priority was to lose weight because, like you say, I had wicked issues with diabetic medication. Best way forward was to lose as much weight as I can, see where I am then on blood glucose and what I need to do medication wise, if I do need. So the program blew my anticipated weight loss out of the water. Like I'm down 22 pounds, which I could never have imagined in such a short space of time. The big piece for me is that the program is really straightforward. There's no thinking or overthinking about it. Just a case get on, do it, go forward. The huge piece was the piece around the emotional trigger because that brought such a change in patterns. Like the notion now that I'd have to be at dinner at 7 o'clock or half 7, whatever time. I sit down and enjoy the meal. And that I won't eat anything between that and bedtime, or won't want to, or won't have any interest in. Like that's just beyond amazing. And like during the day, I was constantly on the go, constantly into the kitchen, constantly having coffee, grabbing a biscuit, grabbing whatever with it. But that was all. like that emotional trigger piece was probably I called it the defining piece.
So once that was resolved, everything, just the not
Yeah,
eating the junk was easier, was it?
it was miles easier. Well, like it didn't occur. It's not. It's not even a thought. It's not the case. I mean, I absolutely cannot say that I am not that I'm denying myself anything. That's the big piece. I'm not denying myself anything, or I don't feel I am. Whereas 8 months ago, 4 months ago, even though my hand to my mouth never stopped, I still felt I was denying myself stuff. I'd go into the shop and be shopping. I have no interest in chocolate or sweets or whatever the hell. Like, it's not that you're scurrying down the aisle and avoiding it. It doesn't even occur to you,
Yeah.
you
So,
know.
like, would you believe that was possible? I mean, we spoke about this when we first spoke about the program.
I'm struggling to emphasize the simplicity here. It's incredibly simple. There's no, there's no thinking. It's not in your head. Before I would have been roaming around the house looking for something. Um, so like it's that. There's nothing. There's no. It's not in my head. I'm not denying myself absolutely anything.
And a lot of people, I would talk about, when we were talking about this before, I said there's a lot of people who focus on weight loss, but will end up talking about that feeling of control that they have.
I mean, the control is the starting point. The weight loss is a result of your behavior.
Yeah.
And it's a piece I really like about the program because I love um I love the weighing myself every day and tracking it on the app. It's it's 10 seconds in the morning. Go to the loo, stand on the scales. When I go downstairs, pop it into the phone. That's it. But it's there, and you really get the feeling then that like what you do today affects what the scale says tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's part of the kind of simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Um, I went to Weight Watchers once upon a time. Oh, mother of. Like, you're going in on a Friday evening to get weighed. Then you're there waiting to hop up on the scales. You're saying, oh, Jesus, was I wearing a belt last week? Did it got me shoes? What? And then you spend the whole week thinking about what you could or couldn't eat. It was like having your brain on speed.
So what's the difference between the restriction on weight loss and what you're doing now then? If you're eating less,
You see, now it's all gone out of my head. Totally and utterly. There's no like that whole piece around the emotional trigger and all that. Like suddenly, like I say, I'll have a good dinner now and then, 2 minutes. But it's only dinner. It's exactly in its proper place in life. It's not, there's nothing to think about or overthink. It's only what the hell's in the fridge. Is there anything in the fridge? That's it.
so anyone thinking of joining this program and who can't believe that they can achieve that level of focus because they haven't achieved it in the past, what would you say to them?
You see, it's not focus. No. It's nearly the opposite of focus. It's taken it's taken something that you spent an inordinate amount of time thinking about, and it's just removing it, it's almost almost surgically removing it, and suddenly all this time is freed up, and suddenly something that appeared really important isn't important at all. Like I said, the weight loss, which is the complete focus that I wanted from this, ends up being a kind of a secondary. It's the result of your action rather than primary piece.
That's fantastic. So well done. Great. I'm delighted for you.
Yeah, no, it's been such an eye opener, it's beyond belief. Like every step of it has been completely different to what I would have anticipated.